AFC South talk.
Yeah, we're minutes away from the Colts.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
We will start here with the Houston Texans, who finished 10-7 last year, lost in the divisional round. Where do you think they ranked in passing yards per game?
Passing yards per game. That offensive line was abysmal. We talked about how C.J. Stroud struggled. They did score a lot of rushing the ball. I tend to stay conservative and go towards the middle. I'm going to go 16.
They were 20th in passing yards per game.
Pretty rough.
Rushing?
Offensive rushing yards, they were decent. Joe Mixon then got banged up. I still don't think they were top half. I'm going to go 16 again.
13th. Passing yards allowed per game.
I'm split in the middle here. The defense was very good.
Very good.
I'm going to go 8th.
6th. Close.
Wow.
And then rushing yards allowed per game.
Rushing yards. I'm going to go with 10th.
9th. Close. Right there. You're right there in all of them, really. But yeah, I mean, despite being 10-7 and winning the division, pretty disappointing year overall for the Texans. I guess they did win a playoff game, but regardless, I think it's a pretty disappointing year. The offensive line took a massive step down from Stroud's rookie year, which further led him to take a step down as well this offseason. They did add Cam Robinson, which I think is a solid get for them at left tackle. They do lose Laramie Tunsil, but as I've said on here before, and I've gotten ripped on TikTok for, I'm not the biggest Laramie Tunsil fan. I don't think he was that good last year. I don't think they're losing prime Laramie Tunsil. They also get Christian Kirk, who was still in the league, Sheldon Rankins, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, your boy E.J. Speed, Laken Tomlinson, and Nick Chubb, as well as drafting Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel, a couple receivers, and then do you know how to say the guy's name who they drafted in the second round, the tackle?
Oh, the
Ariante
Ursay or whatever. Ursay?
Ursary.
Yeah.
Ariante Ursary. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think they had a pretty solid offseason. They also extended Petrie as well, who was a big extension. But I really like their offseason. I think they did a good job making sure that with the injury issues they've had at the wide receiver position, they were able to how do I put this? They were able to fill that in and then some, and then same thing on the offensive line, which are two big points they needed to work on. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson's decent. E.J. Speed is E.J. Speed, and you can speak on that. Yeah,
I mean, E.J. Speed will miss tackles for you.
Yep.
He'll do that, but I mean, he
gets a lot too.
He can make some plays.
Yeah.
He can make some plays. He's not the worst linebacker to get. He's not the best.
Yeah, well,
I'd say he's about average to maybe below average, but I'd say still a decent pickup. The defense is still going to be very, very good for this Texans team. That's not even a question. They're going to have one of the best defenses in football. D'Amico Ryan's obviously still the head coach. He doesn't change, but they do make an offensive coordinator change. They got rid of Bobby Slowick, which is 1 year removed of us thinking he should be a head coach, basically.
Exactly.
And so pretty big fall from grace there. They brought up, what's his name? Nick Caley to offensive coordinator, promoted him. And then Cole Popovich becomes the offensive line coach. So just a little move there. We'll see if that's a factor that can fix this offense that just simply wasn't great last year. We saw a step back from C.J. Stroud. We saw at points Joe Mixon be great, but he was banged up, and he's getting older. They bring in Nick Chubb, another guy who is banged up maybe more than Joe Mixon and older.
All AFC North running back team they got here.
And injured AFC North running backs. But they have good weapons. Nico Collins is primed for another fantastic season. Could be a top wide receiver in fantasy football and just in general.
Oh, yeah.
He's been great. And you still got Dalton Schultz.
Tank Dell's unfortunately out.
Yes. Their offensive line, you touched on, it's not good, but they made moves to try to change, and maybe they can be a little bit better than what they were last year. So
I like Tomlinson. I like
I think Cam Robinson coming in, like you said, is pretty good. They have a middle-of-the-pack strength of schedule. It's really going to be C.J. Stroud did take a little bit of a sophomore slump, a little bit of a step back. Can he get back to that game? And I think the offensive line is going to be a big factor in that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have a ton more to say about them. It's just the fact that their defense was so good last year, as we talked about all last year, and we kept harping on C.J. Stroud just needs to be rookie year. C.J. Stroud, this is one of the better teams in the NFL because of how good their defense was, and especially when Mixon was playing well, how good their running game was, and they had an opportunity if they could just get some protection for C.J. Stroud, and they could be able to let him do his thing in the backfield. But unfortunately, that was not able to happen. They need an offensive line improvement this year. Sadly, I mean, if their offensive line doesn't improve this year, they're going to be the same team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if their offensive line is good or at least average, I think they're one of the best 5 or 6 teams in the NFL. if their offensive line is what it was last year, then they're not a Super Bowl contender.
Not at all. I think no matter what, even if this offensive line is still bad, they'll still be a contender to win the division. It's not a very good division. So they should win this division.
They're going to win this division. I don't see a world where they don't win this division.
Yeah, unless one of
Daniel Jones.
No, you'll see my standings here in a minute.
I mean, you're leading off this one. Do you want to do the? You want to guess their stats first, and then I'll let you take it over.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, they were 8-9 last year. They missed the playoffs, of course, as we know. Passing yards per game.
Bad 25th.
On the money.
Wow.
Rushing yards per game.
Decent. I'll go 10th.
8th. Passing yards allowed per game.
Bad 28th.
26th. Rushing yards allowed per game.
Bad 26th.
3rd.
Oh. Ooh. Really?
23rd.
Oh, I was about to say, what?
Oh, shit, we're good.
I was like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
What did I miss?
Are we cooking?
Yeah, that threw me off there.
Yeah.
Almost, you can go through the signings real quick.
Okay. I'll do the signings real quick. The big one is Trevor Lawrence, as we know. Actually, I mean, the big one is probably Daniel Jones now that he's the starting quarterback. So Daniel Jones, he brought him in from the Vikings, brought in Trevor Lawrence. Also brought in Cam Bynum, who I think some people are weirdly low on for some reason. I like Cam Bynum. I think he's a solid safety, and I really like Trevor Lawrence. Their draft, of course, Tyler Warren was the pick for them. If you go to losses here, I mean, they lost a lot of guys who at one point were pretty good. But, I mean, if you look at how they played last year, they weren't phenomenal. But you lose Ryan Kelly. You lose Will Fries, both the big deals. You lose Julian Blackmon, EJ Speed, Dayo Dangbo. Lost a good amount of guys to big deals. I will say that. A lot of Raekwon Davis was a UFA. But, lost a lot of guys to big deals. Did they gain more than they lost? No. Did they lose a ton more than they gained? Not really either, to be honest.
Yeah. That was pretty well said. Cam Bynum, Trevor Lawrence.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, both good pickups. The secondary needed help, and they got it. Unfortunately, in preseason, the Colts have been getting murked by the injury bug. It's killing them. I believe Kenny Moore came back to practice today, so hopefully he's back. They need him. Jalen Jones is banged up. They lost their third-round draft pick. Justin Wally tore his ACL. So that's rough, and Nick Cross is banged up as well. So they just need some guys to get healthy.
Did you say Justin Wally tore his ACL?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, wow.
I just pulled up the depth chart, and I'm just absurd at ESPN put, I'm not going to say his whole name, but it's Ade from Northwestern, drafted a couple years ago. Huge. He's like massive, 6'7" about, and really big, but they have him listed as a safety for some reason. Just absolutely not a safety.
What is he, a cornerback?
Like an interior defensive lineman.
Oh, what the fuck?
Don't know why he is listed there. That's very wild.
Would love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't play there.
Yeah, you never know.
But the defensive line, this Colts defense has a lot of talent. Their biggest weakness is the linebacking core. That's pretty. It's just not deep. They don't have much. They need some guys to step up. Either Carlisle's, maybe Joe Bacci, Sagona Luby, or Cameron McGrone. One of them's gonna have to step up and play. Zaire Franklin's gonna be decent.
Sagona Luby's not a real person, right?
No, he's decent. Sagona Luby's decent. Pretty speedy.
How do you say his first name?
Sagoon.
Sagoon these nuts. That was perfect. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead.
Oh, that's brutal.
Take it away.
That's
Sogan Luby.
Just rubbing dirt in the wound.
Yeah.
Rubbing dirt in the wound. But the D-line has talent. They need to get to the quarterback. Ebukam comes back this year, and JT Tuimoloau can step up. But the big thing, obviously, is Daniel Jones was named the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. Just don't even know what to say. Anthony Richardson, he's done it to himself. I mean, It's not complete. It's not all his fault, though. The organization's really let him down. His rookie year, I personally think he just shouldn't have played that rookie season. They should have sat him. He does need the reps, but you sit him that rookie year, let him learn, let him practice throwing the ball, just get the reps in, fixing some of his mechanics. Instead, they played him. He got hurt, and he was unable to really work on any of his throwing mechanics at all in his rookie season, some of the issues that he had. And then his second season, you just really botch it. You bench him, you start him, you bench him. Wasn't great. This offseason, he got better. He looked decent in the preseason games. He looked better than Daniel Jones, in my opinion, in the 2 preseason games that he played. Does have the one play where he gets hurt, and that's not great. But
yeah, to say the least.
That's another thing that's plagued him is injuries. And how much do you blame him for injuries? It's just kind of an unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
So I just think the organization has failed him in that aspect, and injuries have hurt him. But now you start Daniel Jones over him, which if you can't be Daniel Jones in a quarterback race, you're not really helping yourself.
Yeah.
But Daniel Jones has like 74 career NFL starts, and the reason for picking him was stability at the quarterback position. Have you ever watched Daniel Jones and be like, man, this quarterback brings stability to the offense?
That was Steichen's reason?
Yes.
So you're fully anti-Steichen now.
Fully anti-Steichen.
It's crazy because we were doing the pod 2 years ago. There's definitely clips out there of you talking about him being like one of the best in the league.
Yeah, I probably was campaigning for him for Coach of the Year at some point.
For sure.
With Gardner Minshew. And let's not act like Anthony Richardson was bad that season. Anthony Richardson, as a rookie, showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins-esque.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what do you mean by that?
Really good for a couple weeks and then not play the rest of the season.
Well, yeah, he got banged up. But yeah, he looked great for that. And it's not like they've lost bad with Anthony Richardson in. I think they're 8-7 with Anthony Richardson at starting quarterback. And he's still the second youngest starting quarterback. I think only J.J. McCarthy's younger.
Wow. Is J.J. McCarthy younger?
Yes. I believe J.J. McCarthy is or there's a few. I think it's Caleb Williams too.
Okay.
I think it was rookie quarterbacks this year.
Because he's older than he's younger than Daniels, right?
I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's younger than Daniels. He's younger than Cam Ward, I believe.
Just crazy. By the way, we'll talk about Cam Ward in a bit. I'm high on Cam Ward, just personality-wise.
Me as well. I am very high on Cam Ward, and that's why when we get my standings, you'll see. But yeah, just not a fan of this at all. And right before we started this pod, his agent, I think it's De'Eric Johnson, tweeted or basically made a statement that says trust is a big factor, and that is at best questionable right now. Anthony came back and made the improvements in the areas he needed to improve, and by all accounts had a fantastic camp. So,
what is he going to say? He was dog shit?
No, obviously not, but I can easily see him requesting a trade now. And you've given Chris Ballard how many opportunities to find a quarterback?
Unlimited.
I think it's a ridiculous amount. I know Andrew Luck retiring obviously was a terrible thing. And to rub even more salt in the wound, Andrew Luck yesterday says he wanted to play till he was like 40, but he just lost the love of the game. Thanks for that, Andrew. But you've given Ballard so many chances. You brought in Steichen to develop a quarterback, and at this point, that's completely failed. So, just, I don't know. What do you think?
I have a list of quarterbacks here, and I want you to tell me, would you rather have them or Daniel Jones?
Oh, great. Here we go.
First one is Mac Jones.
Mac Jones?
Yeah. Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
No. I'd rather have Daniel Jones.
I think I'm taking Zach Wilson.
I'm taking Daniel Jones over both of them. Kenny Pickett.
I think I'd rather unalive myself than any of these options, to be honest.
Go ahead, Kenny Pickett.
I don't even. I'll go with Daniel Jones.
Okay. Desmond Ridder, actually. No,
yes,
come on.
I can make the DoorDash jokes at least. At least I have something I can cling
on. But who's
on.
better? Daniel Jones.
You said who would I rather have as quarterback?
I guess, but I assumed you would go one who's better, not outside factors.
Who's a better quarterback? I guess Daniel Jones.
Justin Fields?
Oh, Justin Fields.
And Aiden O'Connell. Because I generated a list of bad QBs, and it's funny, they gave me like 8 of them. Daniel Jones is one of them on here.
Yeah, shocker. And another crazy thing, Aiden O'Connell was a rookie last season.
No, he wasn't. Was he?
Or maybe it wasn't a rookie last season. Yeah. Second year, yes. Or there was the same draft class. That's what it was. Aiden O'Connell has maybe 70 more pass attempts than Anthony Richardson in his career.
He was the guy who came in for injuries.
Yeah, we're giving Aiden O'Connell, though, a longer string than Anthony Richardson, a 4th overall pick.
I don't think either of them should have a huge string.
But, I mean, they're still young. They can still develop. You know what Daniel Jones is.
No, I'm with you. I'm pro putting in Anthony Richardson, but I'm also anti-Anthony Richardson. I just don't think he's that good.
I mean, even if he's not
I'm anti him
good,
and anti-Daniel Jones.
Even if he's not good, you're at least giving him a chance to do something. And if you're bad, you're bad. You can it's all that's happening right now is I think Steichen's trying to cling on to his job and make the playoffs at 9-8, which I still don't think happens with Daniel Jones at quarterback.
Me neither. Would you like to move on to the Jaguars?
Yeah, I guess.
Or do you have anything else?
I think Lou Anarumo in at DC. I don't know if I said that or not.
That's a W.
That's hopefully a W. We'll see. The defense wasn't great in preseason, but
it's
yeah.
preseason.
And Jonathan Taylor, last thing we'll say, Jonathan Taylor's stock has significantly diminished with Daniel Jones in that quarterback.
You think so?
He might get some dump-offs, but from what I've seen, and this is another thing I didn't talk about, I guess, you said Ryan Kelly and Will Fry's both gone. The Colts have a good offensive line. Bernard Ryman's great. Quentin Nelson, fantastic. And Braden Smith, great. But Tanner Bortolini and Matt Gonsalves, two new guys coming in, haven't looked great in preseason. And that could be a concern running the ball in general. And now with the less threat of a run game, no threat of a deep game, I think Daniel Jones had like one completion over 20 yards last year.
And the defense probably won't be that good either.
Yeah. So
it's concerning.
And I was all in on Jonathan Taylor fantasy-wise with Anthony Richardson at quarterback, but
yeah,
we're in trouble now.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
And we'll see how that reflects when we get to the standing predictions here in a division like this especially. But we'll move on to Jacksonville. 4-13 last year, of course, missed the playoffs at the second overall pick in the draft. Passing yards allowed per game. Where do they rank?
Passing yards per game or allowed?
Or sorry, passing yards per game.
Well, I think they're going to be low for all four, to be completely honest. I'll go 25.
24th.
Ooh.
Rushing yards per game. God.
28.
25. Passing yards allowed per game.
Very bad. I'll go 30th.
Dead last, 32nd.
Wow. Yeah.
And rushing yards allowed per game.
28th.
24th. So they went 24, 25, 32, 24.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good at all. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence didn't play much of the season, so that is a massive factor in there.
Is he good?
I still think so.
I don't know.
I still believe in him. He's won a playoff game.
So is Daniel Jones.
And you know who hasn't? Anthony Richardson.
Fair enough. He got hurt.
Yeah. But yeah, for the additions, they bring in Patrick McCarry, Jordan Lewis, who is an absolute bum, Eric Murray, Chuma Adoga, De'Ami Brown, another bum, and Robert Hainsey. They also, of course, draft the one and only Travis Hunter, who's going to probably play both ends now. It looks like he's going to play both sides.
Yeah, we'll see how it works. But
immediately, both ends sounded crazy. But Christian Kirk, they lost. Brandon Sheriff, Mitch Morse, Ronald Darby, Andre Sisco, and Luke Farrell. One thing I wanted to say is when your major losses, half of them are not on a team right now.
Yeah.
That means you were probably pretty bad the year before.
Yes.
And half of these guys that they lost are not currently on NFL rosters. They also didn't really bring anybody. They didn't re-sign or extend anybody really as well. They didn't have a ton of guys up for contract. They also got Emmanuel Ogbah, who we didn't mention in news, but he recently signed with them, I believe.
Yes,
so
I believe that was recently.
So yeah. How do I feel about the Jaguars? I don't know at all, to be completely honest with you. I know they're getting their quarterback back, so that's better than 4 wins off rip. If Trevor Lawrence plays 17 games, they're winning more than 4 games.
Yeah.
1,000% they are. That's no question there.
5.
I think he has some pretty solid weapons. I think the defense should have been a lot better this year. I know they didn't add a ton of guys, but you at least get Hainsey in there, and Jordan Lewis is, if he's off the field, that's good for you. But you also get Travis Hunter. So their pass defense should be a little bit better. I think they're going to, we look at them right now, like I said, they were 24th, 25th, 32nd, 24th. I think they improve on everything. Do I think they're going to be a phenomenal team? By any means, no. But I think they improve in every category.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a dogfight for the second spot in this division.
Yeah. Dogfight for 7 and 10.
Dogfight for 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Their big addition outside of, I guess, Travis Hunter is the head coach. Obviously, Liam Cohen comes in from Tampa Bay. They were able to swoop him away somehow. Not the first time that's happened from him.
Oh, yeah.
Also brought in James Gladstone as the GM. He's the one who got them and wants to rebuild the culture with Travis Hunter coming in and bring fans in, something that Jacksonville isn't known for. I sneaky like the addition of De'Ami Brown. I think he could be a good third receiver. You have Travis Hunter as the 2, and then Brian Thomas Jr. is the 1. He's very, very good, and I think he could be due for a huge season as long as Trevor Lawrence stays under center all year. I'm still not ecstatic. I don't think this defense is great. I think if you're looking at defense-wise, this is tied for last in the division for defense. I think the Colts have a better defense, but they need some guys to step up, some top picks that they've had. Josh Allen has been great. Josh Hines Allen, I should say.
Yeah.
But they need some guys to step up, and they need the pass defense, obviously, to be miles better.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a ton to say about the Jaguars because I really just don't know what we're going to get out of them. Like I said, I think they're going to be better just because they have Trevor Lawrence, but they didn't make any moves that are really like needle movers at all.
Except for Travis Hunter.
Except for Travis Hunter, who's a needle mover on both ends. So at least you got that. Both ends again is crazy, but
The offensive line is still bad, so that's again going to continue to be concerning. I think Bigsby is going to have to become the number 1 running back if they want a great run game. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, we looked at this division last season, and we thought, did we say it was the second or third best division?
Second. I think it was NFC North, AFC North. Yeah.
I think we picked this division as
third. Because we had NFC North, AFC North, AFC South. Yeah.
We had this as one of the better divisions, and it's probably one of the worst, but you still look at these rosters, and like a part of me thinks that this team could be decent.
I don't. And there's no part of me.
There's just a little part of me that thinks they could be. I mean,
they're the only other team, in my opinion, that has a shot to win the division.
Oh, I don't think they have a shot to win the division.
I don't think they do either. But they're the only other team that I think like has a fighting chance.
And that's all depending on Trevor Lawrence being incredible.
Right. Exactly. All right. Shall we finish it off here with the Titans?
Yes.
Titans were 3-14. Of course, they had the number 1 overall pick, which they took Cam Ward. They missed the playoffs. Where did they rank in passing yards per game?
Bad. 28th.
27th.
Oh, good,
rushing yards per game.
Good. Rushing yards per game. Bad. Yeah. Bad. 28th.
18th. Not that bad.
A little bit.
Pollard had a good year, yeah. Do they still have Pollard? They do, right? Pretty sure they do.
I don't think so.
I don't have him in my losses here.
Oh, they might then.
But passing yards allowed per game.
They were really good. They were sneaky, like really good.
Yeah, they were sneaky, really good.
They might be first, but I'll go second.
They were first.
Yeah,
because everyone was up by so much against them. They didn't.
Yeah.
They were just no one passed.
They were just sneaky elite.
Yeah, I mean the Lions put up like 50 on them and didn't pass for like 200 yards
they
or something crazy. And then rushing yards allowed per game.
Oh, they had been bad. 30th.
Yeah, 25th. They were bad, but best pass defense in football allegedly. Yeah. Stats don't lie. Facts don't care about your feelings. But their additions: Kevin Zeitler, huge addition, still in his prime, one of the better guards in football. Tyler Lockett. Draymond Jones.
You're doing an elite in his prime receiver.
Yeah. And Draymond Jones from the Seahawks. They also got Cody Barton from the Broncos. That's a decent pickup. Xavier Woods from the Panthers. Dan Moore from the Steelers. Didn't have a ton of super impactful draft picks. They do have Oluwafemi Odeheo.
Yes.
He's an edge rusher.
Yeah.
And that's his name.
Yeah. I obviously the big additions: Cam Ward, Will Levis out for the season with elbow surgery or shoulder surgery.
Get well soon, Will.
I think Cam Ward could have a big season. We've seen him and he's got aura. I'll give him that much. He's got some pictures where looks like Batman almost.
Yep.
Commanding the team. He loves football. That's all he says. That's all he thinks about. All he cares about. And I think that's big. I think he's gonna have a good season this year. He's got, dare I say, Calvin Ridley comes back and is a top receiver. He's been okay, but he could really break out this season. Tyler Lockett could be
believing
solid.
in Calvin Ridley is the same as believing in Kyle Pitts at this point.
Yeah.
At this point.
And if you look at my dynasty football team, I have both of them.
Oh, great. Yeah. Stacked.
So a part of me will always believe in them.
Yep.
Van Jefferson, we saw him have a brutal drop in preseason. Alec Illuminor is a solid pickup. He had a couple great games in college. The offensive line, they made some moves, like you said, bringing in Zeitler.
Huge.
That could be a big move. They drafted Skoronski last year. He's gonna probably continue to develop and become a solid offensive lineman.
They didn't draft Skronsky last year, did they?
Was that 2 years ago already?
It was because they drafted the Bama guard.
Are you talking about the tackle, J.C. Latham?
J.C. Latham, yeah, the tackle.
Yeah.
That's what they drafted.
So they've put a lot into this offensive line. Dan Moore Jr. as well. Maybe it's a solid offensive line. I don't think it's going to be great, but I think if guys develop, it could be a good offensive line, and that'll be big for a rookie quarterback. Has a couple veteran weapons, and then just a little bit of stability at running back. Tyjae Spears and Tony Pollard are solid. The defense is, I guess, maybe the concern. You still have Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, you lose Harold Landry, unfortunately.
And I guess you have the best secondary in football.
Yeah, yeah, allegedly.
You bring back L'Jarius Sneed, though. He's been banged up. I think he should play
year last year.
Some point this year, yeah.
One of the worst graded PFF corners in football last year, which is crazy on the number 1 pass defense.
And a guy was begging the Colts to get.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he'll end up probably being good. They also lost, we didn't say, Nick Westbrook-Akine, who had a really good year for them last year.
A lot of touchdowns. That's taken away a lot of touchdowns from this team. Someone's going to have to step up and get those touchdowns. They still got Chigo Okonkwo as the tight end. My biggest concern for this team, I still think, is the head coach, Brian Callahan.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a great head coach, but can Cam Ward be good enough to pull him up? Kind of like the coach that Callahan came from in Cincinnati.
Yep.
Blanking on his name for some reason.
Wait, say that again?
Because he's Brian Callahan was the OC in Cincinnati.
You talking about Taylor?
Yeah, Zach Taylor.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow's kind of made Zach Taylor's career. So maybe Cam Ward can make Brian Callahan's career.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, I saw a thing from Cam Ward. It was either today or yesterday, where he was in a press conference and he said, I watched my dad wake up at 4:30 every morning for a job that he hated. If I can't wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. for a job that I love, then I shouldn't be playing football. And that got me fired the fuck off.
Yeah.
That got me fired off.
I hate that.
I'm rooting for him now. Just off that alone, I'm rooting for him.
I hate that Cam Ward has so much aura.
Yeah, he does. He does have aura. And he just seems like a good kid.
Yeah.
That video with him and Shedeur is just going to go down as one of the most awesome all time.
He's kind of just bullying
I play football. Yeah. I play football. No, come on, let's make a song. Just brutal. They also re-signed Sebastian Joseph Day, if that means anything to you.
Yeah, not too much.
But okay, we will do our standings now. You want to lead off?
Yeah, I have the Texans winning, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm going back and forth on. I mean, I could honestly roll 3 dice and pick these teams randomly.
For sure.
But the aura of Cam.
I'm struggling with it too.
Because it's either. My 2 thoughts is either Cam Ward's going to be great and get them to second, or Trevor Lawrence is going to come back and be great with Brian Thomas and bring him to second. And I believe in both of those a lot, actually. But I think
I can make it easier for you and give you mine if you want.
I'm going to go Texans, Titans, Jags, Colts.
Okay, I'm going to go Texans, Jaguars, Titans, Colts. So you, for the first time in 3 years of Engage 8, have picked the Colts to finish last.
Yeah, I believe I've probably picked them to finish first.
Probably both other times. I would assume.
Actually, no, I don't think I picked them first. Honestly, I probably picked it.
Last year, you probably picked them second.
I bet I picked them second last year, and I bet the year before that I probably picked them second, too. I probably picked
the Jaguars, yeah.
Probably picked the Jags to win.
Yeah, that makes sense. That was the Jaguars hype year. But okay, time for division awards. I, once again, for the 3rd pod in a row, have not planned mine out, so you can lead us off here.
We start
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. I feel like I have to change these up now that I've done what I did. Now I'm in a rough position. I think I'm just gonna have to stick with what I wrote down and go with
a lot of options here.
Oh wait, I have another option. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tyler Warren.
There you go. I thought that's who you were gonna go with for sure.
Yeah, Tyler Warren. With Daniel Jones at quarterback, he should get a lot of targets.
Yeah.
So that's my offense. I think he's gonna have a great season. Even if Anthony Richardson was in, he's got a great catch radius. He's gonna be in a lot of actions. I'll go Tyler Warren.
Yeah, I'm going Cam Ward. Like I said, after that quote, I'm on the front lines for him. So he's got a fan in me. But Travis Hunter's also tempting here.
I have him listed as one of my 2, but I changed it.
You know what? I'm going with Travis Hunter.
You're going Travis Hunter?
And
then you're going to go for him at D-Roy as well. Because at D-Roy, I have Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I'm going double Travis Hunter just because how many times we're going to be able to get to do this?
Maybe never. He's going to he's gonna need to help that secondary, and I think he's gonna be solid. So
yeah, and he's far and away.
The only concern is the tackling.
Who's his competition here?
Like JT Tuimoloau.
Yeah.
Tuimoloau.
And
can't say his name.
That's it. I mean, the Texans didn't really draft any high defensive players.
Oluwafe.
Yeah. Oladejo. Yeah, I'm going Travis Hunter as well, though.
Yeah. And then the reason I struggled so hard to pick O'Roy is because I've moved Cam Ward to my offensive player of the year.
Oh.
If I picked him finishing second, I'm picking Cam Ward to have a great year. So that's my thought process. I was going to do Brian Thomas Jr., but I'm going to do Cam Ward.
You're save him for MVP?
No. I'm going to go with Cam Ward as offensive player of the year. I think he's going to lead this Titans team and have maybe like I don't want to say a CJ Stroud-esque rookie season. I think he'll have a little bit more turnovers. But I think he's going to have a great rookie year.
Yeah, my offensive player of the year, I'm going to go Nico Collins. He's a clear wide receiver 1 there for the Texans. And even if that offensive line sucks, and we've seen it, they sucked last year, and CJ Stroud wasn't that good last year, Nico Collins still got the ball. So I think he's pretty inevitable there in that offense.
Yeah.
I mean, Nico Collins is my offensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year, there's really a battle between two guys on the same team, essentially. But I'm going to go with Will Anderson.
Yep.
Elite defensive end. He's only going to get better, and he was fantastic last season. So I got Will Anderson to lead this Texans defense.
I also have Will Anderson.
Really? I thought you were going to go with the other one and do something we've never seen either.
What?
3 Hunters.
Oh, wow.
Daniil Hunter, Travis Hunter as awards.
That would have been crazy.
Could be cinema.
It would be, but I did draft Will Anderson in my best edge rushers draft earlier a couple weeks ago. I'm going to keep rocking with Will Anderson. I got him here as my defensive player. He's easily the best defensive player in this division.
Yeah. And MVP, I have CJ Stroud. He's the quarterback for the best team in the division. I think he's due to have a comeback season after his little bit of a sophomore slump, but he's still the best quarterback in this division on the best team. I got CJ Stroud.
I'm going to look into the camera when I say this. Trevor Lawrence will be the best player in the AFC South this season. It's happening. I've been a Trevor Lawrence guy since he was in college when I dropped the take that he was a top 10 NFL quarterback like his sophomore year or something. Did that turn out to be great for me? Not really. But I still believe in Trevor Lawrence. That comeback in the wild card round game, I'll never forget. His offensive line is shaky. His defense can be shaky, but I'm rocking with my guy. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that one game made him like what, $200 million plus dollars.
Well,
hasn't thrown for 3 touchdowns in like he's only thrown 3 touchdowns in like what 4 games in his career.
He's on the Jaguars.
Yeah, well,
it's a built-in excuse.
I'll take Blake Bortles.
Yeah. Okay. Well,